Takis Fotopoulos is a political philosopher and economist who founded the inclusive democracy movement. He is noted for his synthesis of classical democracy with libertarian socialism and the radical currents in the new social movements. He was an academic and has written many books and over 900 articles. He is the editor of the International Journal of Inclusive Democracy and author of Towards an Inclusive Democracy, in which the foundations of the inclusive democracy project were set. Fotopoulos is Greek and lives in London. Early life. Fotopoulos was born on the Greek island of Chios and his family moved to Athens soon afterwards. After earning degrees in economics and political science and in law from the University of Athens, he moved to London in 1966 for postgraduate study at the London School of Economics on a Varvaresis scholarship from Athens University. He was a student syndicalist and activist in Athens and then a political activist in London, taking an active part in the 1968 student protests in London, and in organizations of the revolutionary Greek left during the struggle against the Greek military junta of 1967 to 1974. During this period, he was a member of the revolutionary socialist groups in London, which published the newspaper Mu Alpha Mu Eta, for which he wrote several articles. Fotopoulos is married since 1966 with Sia Mammarelli. They have a son, Kostas, born in 1974. Academia and afterwards, he was senior lecturer in economics at the Polytechnic of North London from 1969 to 1989, until he started editing the journal Society and AMP Nature, later Democracy and AMP Nature, and subsequently the online International Journal of Inclusive Democracy. He was also a columnist of Eleftherotypia, the second biggest newspaper in Greece. Inclusive democracy. Fotopoulos developed the political project of inclusive democracy in 1997. The first issue of Society and AMP Nature declared that, "Our ambition is to initiate an urgently needed dialogue on the crucial question of developing a new liberatory social project, at a moment in history when the left has abandoned this traditional role," and specified that the new project should be seen as the outcome of a synthesis of the democratic, libertarian, socialist and radical green traditions. Since then, a dialogue has followed in the pages of the journal, in which supporters of the Automini project like Cornelius Castoriadis, social ecology supporters including its founder Mari Bookchin, and green activists and academics like Stephen Best have taken part. The starting point for Fotopoulos' work is that the world faces a multidimensional crisis which is caused by the concentration of power in elites, as a result of the market economy, representative democracy and related forms of hierarchical structure. An inclusive democracy, which involves the equal distribution of power at all levels, is seen not as a utopia or a vision, but as perhaps the only way out of the present crisis, with trends towards its creation manifesting themselves today in many parts of the world. Fotopoulos is in favor of market abolitionism, although he would not identify himself as a market abolitionist as such because he considers market abolition as one aspect of an inclusive democracy which refers only to the economic democracy component of it. He proposes a model of economic democracy for a stateless, marketless and moneyless economy, but he considers that the economic democracy component is equally significant to the other components of ID, i.e., political or direct democracy, economic democracy, ecological democracy and democracy in the social realm. Fotopoulos' work has been critically assessed by important activists, theorists and scholars. Selected bibliography. Original English. Towards an Inclusive Democracy. The Crisis of the Growth Economy and the Need for a New Liberatory Project. 401 pp. ISBN 0-304-33627-0 and 0-304-33628-9. Education, Culture and Modernization ed. by Peter Alhaide al. Defending Public Schools ed. by David A. Gabbard and Am P. Wayne Ross. Education, The Pink Revolution in Iran and the Left. A special e-book issue of the International Journal of Inclusive Democracy, PDF version. Critical Perspectives on Globalization ed. by Robert Hunter Wade, Marina De La Giusta and Uma Kambhampati. Eco-Socialism as Politics, Rebuilding the Basis of Our Modern Civilization ed. by King Jiwan, 224p. Hardcover, ISBN 97890-481-3744-2. Academic Repression, Reflections from the Academic Industrial Complex ed. by A. J. Nosella, Stephen Best, Peter McLaren, 590p. Paperback, ISBN 9781904859987. Critical Pedagogy in the New Dark Ages, Challenges and Possibilities, ed. by Maria Nikolakaki, ISBN 9781433114274. Education Topedia, pp. 81-119. Karl Marx, The Communist Manifesto, ed. by Frederick L. Bender, ISBN 978-0393935608. pp. 232-34. Selected translations of works by Fotopoulos Complessita Systemica e Sviluppo Eco-Sostenibile, ed. by I. Spano and D. Padovan, per una democrazia global, 254 pp. ISBN 8885060374. Hatcher, Una Democracia Inclusiva, un nuevo proyecto liberador, 325 pp. ISBN 9974420989. Vers une démocratie générale, 250 pp. ISBN 202-052-8460. Umfassend Demokratie, die Antwort auf die Kreis der Wachstums- und Marktwirtschaft, 445 pp. ISBN 3-93178623-4. The Multidimensional Crisis and Inclusive Democracy. ISBN 978-7607-3533-7. Critical Pedagogy in the New Middle Age ed. by Maria Nikolakaki, ISBN 978-9600805819. Original Greek Studies on the Contemporary Greek Economy, ed. by S. Papaspaliopoulos. Dependent Development, The Case of Greece, ISBN 96025604001. The Gulf War, The First Battle in the North-South Conflict, ISBN 96025608119. The Neoliberal Consensus, The New World Order and Greece, Inclusive Democracy, Drugs, Beyond the Demonology of Penalization and the Progressive Mythology of Liberalization, The New Order in the Balkans and the First War of the Internationalized Market Economy, Religion, Autonomy and Democracy, Globalization, the Left and Inclusive Democracy, For the Athenian Democracy to Inclusive Democracy, The War Against Terrorism, The Elite's Generalized Attack, ISBN 9607083-571. Chomsky's Capitalism, Albert's Post-Capitalism and Inclusive Democracy, Globalization, Technology and Paideia in the New Cosmopolis, The Multidimensional Crisis and Inclusive Democracy. Inclusive Democracy, 10 years afterwards, 591 pp. Globalized Capitalism, The Eclipse of the Left and Inclusive Democracy, ed. by Stephen Best, ISBN 9789609803854. and a special issue of the International Journal of Inclusive Democracy, Winter 2009, in English. Online, PDF. Global Crisis, Greece, and the Anti-Systemic Movement, 318 pages, ISBN 9789609410007. Greece as a protectorate of the transnational elite, 412 pages, ISBN 9789606826184. The Chronicle of the Catastrophe 2010-2015, for the memoranda of the systemic PASOK and D2SYRIZA's left memorandum, 470 pages, ISBN 9789606826665.